Hello, Jean. I'm J21J, joined with E3PO, and
here today commentating on some Overwatch.
They can't hear you that well.
Oh, well, deal with it.
Okay, now you're hired and by the thing. Okay, so we're back, We're gonna have this Overwatch playing in the background while we talk about stuff.
Edit that first part. That was, really bad.
Nope.
Yep, it's being edited out.
That's what Ethan likes to think, but only thing that I'm editing is putting in the audio and lowering the volume for the Overwatch, because that's blasting.
Well, since that's not being edited out, I just noticed that every time we record something, I always take it over. You're like, and herewith, and then I shout my name out, and I'm like, this is what we're doing today. It's like, do your job every time we do this.
This is true. So yeah, we're just here to commentate on certain things. Ethan's gonna start us off. What do you think we should talk about?
So, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, let's go unscripted, but then I realized that I'm not good at conversation. So, we're just gonna start this out talking about our worst injuries we've ever had. So, I'll let John go first, and then you guys gotta leave in the comments below whose injury do you think was worse.
I dislocated both my shoulders.
Okay, yep, that sounds like a good time to start it off. Yeah. Continue, tell us how this even happened.
Okay, so I was rolling, we had this table in the front room, and I was sitting on the table, and it wasn't like a big table, it was close to the ground, but I was really young, and I would spin on it, my butt was on it, and I'd spin, and then I fell on one of my shoulders, and it dislocated. Another time, I think my shoulder was just pulled a wrong way, and that dislocated it, but I went, almost the entire night without going to the hospital because I was supposed to meet my cousin somewhere, because I hardly had seen him then. And so I got into the house, but I was in so much pain. We were playing with, the little blocks that have, numbers and alphabet on them. And my arm was shaking because it was dislocated. So we had to go to the hospital that night, and I think they either popped it back in and put a cast on it or something like that. I was really young, but that's mine. Ethan, how about you?
I broke my wrist, and I don't know if I dislocated my elbow, but I jacked it up, really bad, now that it pops in and out of its socket. So, the story is really stupid. So, we were at the apartment complex, and I was with my cousins, and we were playing on a toy, or not a toy, we were playing on a playground. It had a huge slide on it. It was, my favorite thing. And one of the neighbor kids came over, and I'm very antisocial, so I was like, oh, okay. And then my cousins was like, yeah, you can come play. And the kid was like, I have the bright idea of playing this game called ball tag. And I was like, oh, that's not that bad. It's tag, but with a ball. It hurt so bad, because that kid was 10, and we were 7. He was chucking a dodgeball at the back of our heads. So, it wasn't just trying not to get tagged, it was don't get hit in the head with the dodgeball. So, we were running around, and I was on the top of the slide, and he was he was ready for the wind-up, and I was like, not today, don't do that. So I jumped off the edge, and I was like, I've seen this in action movies, I can definitely do this. Yeah, I fell, broke my wrist, pattered the bone down the center, fell on my shoulder, and then my head, shook and slammed on the ground. Oh, it was the worst. But I went inside screaming, and my dad was like, oh, you probably just, hurt one of your fingers. So he was like, go to bed. So I went in my aunt's bed, took a nap, and then it still hurt when I woke up. And for a whole week, my parents thought it was just, sore. So a whole week I went without a cast, and I couldn't do anything. I was just holding it. I had it in a kind of a shirt sling thing, but it wasn't legit. So we went to the doctors, and they were like, yeah, you cracked that right down the center. And I was like, oh. I got a cast. It was 2 months I had that cast. Good thing it was over summer. So no one really saw it, and it was on my right hand then I'm right-handed, so it didn't really make too much of a difference. But when I got it off, my arm had been like that for so long, it was stiff as a cactus. It took me about an hour for me to start moving my arm. Casts are not fun, children. Don't jump off slides. Not fun, not fun. So yeah, don't forget to leave your
Most painful memory or experience.
leave your most painful experience down in the comments
It
below.
it doesn't have to be sad. Don't think about sad things. Just think about something funny, but it also hurt really bad.
Yeah, and also don't forget to vote on who's worse. So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about
My epic gameplay?
No, your gameplay's horrible.
Oh.
Horrible voice crack.
Yeah, that's called karma. Karma crack right there.
Karma crack?
Yeah.
I didn't know karma when it was uncracked.
Okay, so we used to only be able to upload 15-minute videos, but I did some things and I got us verified enough to upload more than 15 minutes.
So now you guys will be seeing longer content and maybe some live streams coming up. So
I also enabled that.
That notification bell just so you know when we're doing our live streams. So yeah, and also guys, we just wanted to let you know that we are trying to get higher up in the what's it called, the YouTube chain of food. Yep, that's a thing.
It's not a thing. Just, it's not a thing because you say it.
It's a thing if I want it to be a thing.
That Symmetra is bugging me so much.
Okay.
Just thought you should know. So
I'm playing with like these rubber band things I found in my room. I keep winding them around a stick, and then they spin so fast they'll just fly off. But they keep flying all over my room, so I don't know where they're going. I'm gonna sleep on a bunch of rubber bands.
Ethan's being limited on the amount of games he can play, or not how many, but like he has to spend less time playing games, so you might see less of him.
Yeah, I'm going on a lot of vacation trips, so.
Speaking of vacation trips.
Yes, they're vacation trips. I'm going down to the Mojave River. That's a vacation, John.
I went to Washington, D.C., New York, Connecticut.
That's because you're rich, and this was in the first episode. We were saying who's richer, but this just solves the problem. So, this is my idea of a vacation. I'm going down to the Mojave River.
Let me tell you the vacation I had.
Yeah, John's vacation was, he went down to New York City.
Hey, this is not your story to tell, bub.
Stole a bunch of headphones from the tour guide.
Okay, so now that Ethan's out of the way, I just hung up on him. Okay, so I went to New York, which was fun enough. I didn't really like Times Square packed with a million people because I was like dough, and then the people were like the dough roller that you just get like smushed on. That's how I felt. I also saw a sewer rat, which was the best part of New York. I saw a sewer rat.
Yes.
And I named him Mousy. I think it's a him, I don't know. So, Mousy didn't get hit by a train. Almost got hit by a train. So, that's my experience. And this video is coming to an end pretty soon, actually. So, thank you guys all for watching. Ethan, you need to say any last words?
That's nasty.
What?
Very bad person.
Oh, sorry.
Killed a man.
Mama! Oh wait, okay, yeah, so... Thank you all for watching. I lost this. Ethan, he's not cool enough to play. I'm just kidding. Ethan, you're alright.
That's how it's gonna be, John. So I guess I'll just have to, like, do something to you.
Oh no. Okay, so thank you all for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am J21J, and
323P here.